Shields up, Ironbreakers. Good morning, Kegarin. I only got like 5 hours in today, in terms of sleep. I've been not sleeping all that much as per usual. Nothing new there. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and dedicate myself to learning Machinist, even though the rotation of this class is friggin' daunting. I've seen some videos and I'm just like, you're what now? And looking at all the skills that you have to weave into the middle of it, it's insanity. It is insanity, but I guess that's one of the things that might be necessary for ranged DPS, since they don't have to worry about positioning as much as other classes. So, you know, there's that to it. I think I'm gonna try to do whatever. Oh, I can only do duty roulette leveling. And of course, the adventure in need is gonna be the tank. Now that I'm not doing the tank, the adventure in need is the tank. Of course. How much XP do I still get for this? Is it still worth it? I mean, people say it's worth it, but whatever. Hey, Drummer King Rules, what's up? Oh, are you not running POTD right now? Good morning, Cosbaz. Shields up, Muse. Okay, let me send you an invite then. What are you even... Oh, you're leveling up your ninja. Ninja! Ninja! Well, queue us up for leveling roulette. Muse plays games. I saw a video of like the late stages of Machinist. It's pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucked up. I'm not sure if I'm going to be playing it late stage, but I figured if I'm going to level up another class, might as well play around with Machinist for a bit, because at least I like the animations and whatnot. I think it's a fun class. I like the theme of it. Even if I end up not really playing it like hardcore raid level, just for shooting stuff. Oh, that thing's dead. Heh. Yeah, we shot the fuck out of it. I think in about 3 hours, 2 hours and change, I'm gonna have to go have lunch. That's not what I saw Muse plays games, according to what people were saying. It's actually pretty crazy. I'm supposed to go into 50 heat, and then pop hypercharge, and then spam heat blast, or whatever it is. And interweaving Gauss rounds and ricochets into the middle of the combo. Not to mention using the two biggies, which was drill and anchor shot, whatever that was. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Roll waiting list number after 50? I thought you said you were tanking, slacker. In the meantime, I guess check out what the recommendations are for level 30. 7, 6, 28, 28. I guess I could do level 28 quests. Could be doing level 30 quests. Why is it recommending me level 7 quests right now? Is it because I'm close to it? Lost Soul, until I get to like, until I'm able to unlock Gunbreaker, yeah. Eastern Lenosha might be a good spot. Let's teleport there. Oh yeah, I gotta get my Gazelle greens. God damn it. Bam 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 bam. Oh, Hawk Manor. Sweet, that means I'm gonna have full my full kit, I think. Don't we have to go get a key from back there? I should probably try this thing out. That was a really poor time to use it. Damn, I messed up my rotation bad. Peloton. A raid? No, this is just a regular instance. Still not sure if I should be doing single target damage or AoE damage in this particular situation. Like, the AoE damage is very a lot faster. Odin Ving, I'm actually at level 59 in my main class. Viewers United. The thing is, my main class is too high level for the content that I'm doing, and I feel like it's a waste of experience. So I'm gonna level up another class probably up to 50, and then figure out how I'm gonna do it. I mean, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll just go back to the Paladin. I'm also considering just going back to the Paladin. But right now, I just want to try out Machinist a little bit more. Rule of thumb is there's more than 2 enemies use AoE. Really? This is so boring. I mean, maybe it's because of the level that I'm at. Peloton is a really good skill, though. That I like a lot. Surprised more ranged DPSers don't just spam that shit, because you can, in between pulls. Just make everyone go faster. If I thought I struggled with targeting on melee, Jesus Christ. Is there an option to automatically target nearest enemy on, like, on your character settings? Have the Xbox One controller. Just need to do it manually. Yeah. It doesn't fuck up your content using the other sides. That's good. Work on at 6 in the morning, that's some dedication. It's actually 11 for me. It's actually almost noon. Button usually selects closest target when not selected. It's all manual usually. I've already figured out how to switch targets using D-pad. Yes, but I'm not using D-pad. Usually I use L1. Right now I'm just manually like unselecting and reselecting when I want to swap targets. Which is definitely not the best way to go about it. Oh, he ran away. Bang bang! You can queue us again for leveling. Damage dealer job is killing the fires at the corners, by the way. I'm so used to just being the tank and not giving a fuck about anything. It's gonna be a big, big no-no. Because, I mean, guild levs is basically the best way of, it's the best way of doing that shit. Wait, how do you start this? Oh, I can't do it in a party, can I? Wait, I should be able to. Exactly, I can't do it in a party. Okay, we'll do the levs later then, doesn't matter. Just keep doing the rest of it. Dungeons aren't worth it unless you're doing the, I'm not 32. Actually, I am 32. Queue for long stop if he's 32. Why? Does long stop give that much XP? Done. There was another quest nearby. Yeah, right there. Ooh! There's also a fate. Hey, Catnet. Just queue for something, dude. If you want to do POTD, then queue for POTD. Just queue for something. Still trying to learn how to play this class. It's a weird one. We both have to be in Quarry Mill? I'll just keep queuing for leveling up then. You can do POTD. If you'd rather do POTD, it's just... I want to be in a zone that I can keep killing shit and doing quests and stuff. So I'm just gonna queue for leveling up and whatnot. Does the PvP thing give a lot of experience as well, or no? Doing leveling will let up the daily bonus isn't good. God damn it. guys are confusing. Okay, so PvP doesn't really do it anymore. So is Palace of the Dead the best experience then? I thought, because you guys kept saying that roulettes were the best experiencing. Roulette is, but only once a reset. Okay. Then POTD is the way to go then. Okay. I'll go to the place and we can do the party thing there. How do I... Oh yeah, withdraw. So not used to leveling. Also, I want to cancel this. Wait, how do I abandon that? Oh, left quests are different. So it's whatever. Oh, I don't have MSQ roulette, that's why. Because I'm on level 30. Let me just take a bio. Squad missions via Grand Company are good for DPS. Actually, I should be leveling up soon with my Grand Company as well. I wonder how much currency I have. Well, I got 4,000. Should actually be able to. Although, before I leave... If you have a group, then even for DPS, the latest dungeons is the second best. Okay. That's if you have like a full group and you can get instant queues. If you still have to wait, I would imagine that is not the case. Damn it. Yeah, I canceled it because I wanted to wrap up this left quest now that I've began it anyway. Yay. Side quests or side quests, bro. Side quests or side quests or side quests. Let me know when you're done with your class quest, Kegrin. Might do a POTD run. See how that feels. That was a quest. Duty journal. Let's actually open this up. And you return to your current home point at any time, then you will automatically. Okay. Maximum. Oh wow, it's level 38. This might be somewhat challenging. No, it's gonna reset. Son of a bitch. Oh, this is not gonna go according to what I would like. I gotta get rid of this little small dude first. I thought I was doing a different combo. Oh, level 40! Seems like a great idea. That was like half my health. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's gonna be good. God, that hurts. Easy life, easy money, baby. What am I still supposed to do around here? Oh, that was it. This is clearly working out great. Let me just finish this up, Kegrin, and then we can do it. Gotta move on over here. Ooh, treasure coffer. He's only gonna show up in the... Oh. Insatiable Galbu may be lure them nearby. Hello! You are dead to me. Okay. Wait, I can't even turn it in? Report back to Eileen for... I need to be level 35 to turn this quest in. I'm so sorry. What? Why you push yourself like this? Invite me, Kagran. I did the quest and I can't turn it in. I was too powerful. They did not expect this. Yeah, I gotta teleport. I might have to swap my buttons because I can't afford to have those 4 things up there with this class, I think. As I level up, I'm gonna need to do different things. Anyway, where is this quarry mill? What do you mean, just us? We can just go, the 2 of us, into Palace of the Dead? This does not sound like a good idea. Does it scale? Well, whatever. Whatever you think is best. I just want to see how much XP we get. Do I need to do anything, or can you queue us? What's the deal? I think I unlocked it. Yeah, I did. Where's the mender? I gotta mend my stuffs. What level are these quests? 26. Maybe I should unlock the Levnets out here. Oof! Level 20. I thought we were doing solo. That's right, I forget I can't do 11 nights if you're in a party. So many goddamn quests in this camp. Carrick just wants to have some fun. A level 46 quest. Oh wow, I can only use the first shot? Fantastic. Bang! 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 Biggest problem with doing Palace of the Dead is that you don't get gear. Hey, I can use my second shot now. Sweet. Can use tombstones to buy level 50 gear. You should pick up all the items because I'm not used to running this, so I won't be able to use them properly. Oh, it silenced me. You sick fuck. Oh, I still have the status affliction. Guess I'll just auto it. Spamming this more. This is 10 levels, right? Shot. Now I'm stuck to auto attacks. These traps friggin' suck. don't actually know what Eureka is, you guys. You guys are talking about it, and I'm just like, meh. Assume it's some dungeon that you get to do later on. It's a grind unlike anything in the game. Wow. Boss room number 1. Cosmos 96, I bet there's thousands of those. I bet there's literally thousands of those. Gunbreaker skippers. Oh, I died. Ha! The level 14 beetle just wrecked me. Oof. I can't res now, right? He has to do the rest of the floor, and then I res on the next one. Transform user into a succubus. Brink of death. Debuffs! Nah, let's just keep going, Karen. That's a lot of shit. Now just transfer all those levels into the actual game. You cannot carry more of that item. Just concerned about how long it would still take me to get to 50, and that's one of the things that's making me consider, dude, just maybe I'll just get the paladin, just like boom, just be super mega hyper over leveled, not even worry about it. Because even though I would rather be leveling another class just so that we don't waste the experience, at the same time we are spending time leveling another class. So it's like, well, this way you're not wasting experience, but you are wasting time leveling up another class and you're missing out on content. Do the Pomanders of Strength stack? So like if I use another one, is it gonna stack? It doesn't. Well, now I know. But I'm not interested in the samurai class, that's the thing. No, I haven't tried the bard. But that would take even longer to level. What level are we at? We are floor 9, okay. Go play as Bard, Rui. Yeah, let's just start from level 1 all over again, guys. Not gonna happen. Not to mention that to play Bard, I'd rather play Machinist. It's just the class that I'm much more interested in. potion, that's the real fastest way. Oh, we still have to leave? Oh, that's right, there was a whole quest line around this. I'd forgotten that this is more than just a spam it for levels dungeon. Wow, I only got one level? Oof. Crap, this is gonna take a long time. Yeah, but I also have to manage the additional equipment to do... Yeah, Muse, but I can't do MSQ. Oh, I can't actually change the gear? Oh, that's right, because you have to grind for the gear so that you get... But you don't actually buy gear. Yeah, I'm not feeling Palace of the Deep. Nah, it's too grindy. You go ahead and you keep doing it, dude, but wait, how do I... Gotta exit the party. think I'd rather regular quests or lev nets before I do that. But actually, first I want to go to Limsa. I want to level up. I want to level up my Grand Company. And I think that is going to unlock squads, right? It's just spamming Palace of the Dead doesn't feel super interesting when there's more compelling content to do. Like, I wouldn't mind doing Palace of the Dead for the purpose of completing it once, but not really for the purpose. I think I'm gonna burn out. As a matter of fact, Palace of the Dead was the last content that I did before I stopped playing Final Fantasy XIV. Because I spammed Palace of the Dead non-stop to level up, if I remember correctly. So it's just like, ugh. I'd rather not go that route. What's this? Prior to contacting Urianger, received a report detailing the almost complete destruction of a merchant fleet upon the open sea. Only one vessel managed to limp into port. Oh, this is the... I'd forgotten that I still had these. Oh wow, I need 5,000 seals. Oof. What level is your paladin at the moment? Level 59. Now we'll go back to the paladin, screw this. And then I'll do Gunbreaker later. Probably tomorrow or something we should be able to get Gunbreaker. Hopefully, if I get my Storm key tomorrow. And this way we can actually go back to doing fun stuff as opposed to just grinding classes. Okay, let's go back. I do have a problem, though. The scenario quests that I'm doing right now don't allow me to do the thing I want to do. Don't allow me to use the skills that I'm allowed to use. It's like I can use Goring Blade, which is better than Rage of Elan, so I need to do like a different gauge. Let's go for 4. Oh yeah, macros aren't gonna show up in here. These are macros. Oh, the other one doesn't really change, so I don't need that. I need this. Not Goring Blade. We're doing all of this because of one skill. That is Rage of Elan. And this will be my low level thing for whenever we go into scenarios. Now, Riot Blade here. Oh yeah, I wanted to do a macro for Shield Bash. Because I mean, it's something that I use not that often, so it's not super important. Which one was it? Oh, yeah, it's low blow. Because this will allow me to free up one button. What's it called? Is it Shield Bash? I know what the disadvantage is for using macros. In this specific case, I don't think it's going to affect me very much. In this case, I know that I have a problem here on this specific macro. But I'm still not 100% sure how I'm going to solve that problem. Not even using Shirk, which I should be. Prominence. Outbound's already in there. Shield lob. Then the bottom is the interrupt. Interject. What did you decide to level? Zelix? I'm not going to level anything. I'm going to just carry on with the Paladin and not even worry about it. Tanya Raven, you can barely stun anything at all in the levels that I'm at. So I don't think it's a big deal. Jesus, this zone is big. I did unlock their Chocobo Keep, so should be faster if I just use this Chocobo Keep. Didn't like any of the others. No, I like Machinist, but I just don't feel like running Palace of the Dead until my mind explodes. And I just don't know if I want to run old content now that I finally got the Heavensward. I mean, I took a good long time in Realm Reborn to do everything there was to be done. So this is the first time that I'm watching the whole flying thing. Aww. Wait. No! Why did this come here? Why was Foundation? Did I not unlock it? God damn it. I wasn't paying attention at all. Yeah, I think so too, Coulson. I think that stopping the main scenario quest is the best way for me to just get burned out. And I don't want to do that. I mean, I don't mind doing that specifically for Gunbreaker, but Gunbreaker is going to be very close to the level that I'm going to end up at the end of Heavensward. So I got time to do Gunbreaker, because Gunbreaker actually starts at 60. I thought it was going to start at 50. Hey, Grimly. What's up, dude? What if Squeenix doesn't provide you then I'll just play Paladin all the way. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Paladin. It's hands down, of all the classes that are available, it's my favorite class. Like, I don't mind just playing Paladin. Especially considering, like, how much you have to master. Because I'm not someone that is going to just pick up a class and be like, oh yeah, let me just smash my face against the buttons and look, pretty colors and shit like that. Like, I need to min-max. And I know that that contradicts itself a little bit when you're like, oh, but you're using 2 macros. Yes, I understand. Like I said, I have a problem there. I'm just not ready to solve it yet. I will solve it once I have all of the skills available to me. Once I have all the skills available to me, then I will solve that problem. Heavensward's a lot of fun. I was just trying out different classes earlier, and I decided that I'm just gonna over-level this and just boom, just go for it. I can't believe I didn't pick this thing up last time I was here. Could have saved me a whole lot of trouble. I do want to pick up these 2 quests before we go for the MSQ, though. I'm gonna get the other 2 Aether Currents. That care not for justice, but Wealthio would see them have it just the same. Cowards, all of you, have you no shame at all? I beg your... Wait, you're not Master Khan? Honored ward of House Fortin? Praise Alon, Aloni. Surely you will consider my request. Know you the Dusk Vigil, westernmost citadel watchtowers built to warn of the Horde's approach? 'Twas lost following the calamity, another victim of the snows. Within the ruin lies a priceless treasure which must needs be reclaimed. I thought to enlist the services of these so-called dragon slayers, but it seems their courage is not as boundless as they would have you believe. But you, sir, you are not one to shy away from danger, am I right? Nope. Not me. Very good indeed. There is one sculpture of the Fury within the Dusk Vigil's chapter. A nice rondel is set in its helm. I would have you prize it free and deliver it to me. The Vigil is not difficult to find. Simply head north towards Banepool until you come upon the gates. Knights may bar your passage, but should you explain who you are, they will grant you leave to enter. Okay. Also, I should do a roulette because I've been neglecting my roulettes and I need to get Grand Company seals. Need to get those company seals. Jantelot wants you to experience firsthand what life at the Convictory is like. I remember you. How could I forget? You're the lad who was in Azure Dragoon's company. Since you are here anyways, perhaps you might like to try your hand at a spot of hunting before you depart. See for yourself what life is like for us Convictors. The Dravanian Horde is stronger than you might expect, unless you've been at it for years like I have. I think prudent to start with something simple and work your way up the dragon. Suggest rooms. Slay 3 of those, then come back here. Consider it a warm-up. Sure. Do some busy work for us, and we'll give you the thing to do the thing. Oh, we did the leveling roulette. Okay, but I can still do others. And I still get bonus for doing this one. Duty roulette, level 50 dungeons. Duty roulette, oh, I can only queue for dungeons or trials. How much do you get for the Alliance raids? Adventure in need DPS. Adventure in need tank. Main scenario. Dude, main scenario. Wait. Everything is 21,000. But what I really want is... What I really want is the friggin' seals. But most of these don't even give seals, they just give XP and coin and endgame stuff. That's why I don't actually want to do any of these. Like, why would I want to do these? For the money? Like, I'm just looking at it. The thing that I want is seals, but this is for healer. And I don't have a healer. Get 60% of your experience bar for MSQ roulette. It's just XP then. Yeah, but it's like I don't need XP. Like, look at this. That's the whole point. Experience is the last thing that I need right now. I really don't need experience at all. I'm good. So I'm not gonna do roulettes. Never mind. The animation of Goring Blade. That's the first time I'm seeing it. Still haven't figured out what that animation is. I want to see it up close. He does like an upward swing with his sword. It's kind of weird. Okay, now I saw it. It's kind of like a sword uppercut. Out of curiosity, we go to level, you also have return. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of all of these. I got an idea. I got an idea. It's this one. Grand Company Chocobo is not a valid... What? Am I supposed to call it Phoenix? Phoenix is not a valid mount name. Well, what's the name of the mount then? It's Company Chocobo. Aha! Much better. Okay, now I don't have to use that for summoning him. The thing is, I still have to manually use Gazal Greens, but that's not the end of the world. That's not the end of the world. This one bothers me so much. You guys have no idea how much this one bothers me. Why does this thing still not work? Never works. Gotta figure out another way to do it. And I'm not using Shirk, which I should. But now I have this whole thing freed up here. I'm considering solving that macro problem right now. Yeah, we did it. We did the thing. I still have to do the other one. Nah, I'm so used to doing it, I keep doing it, even though all I gotta do is press L3. Much better. What rank do you need to be able to turn in companies gear for company seals? Because that's actually what I want to do. I want to be able to do more dungeons. Doing dungeons is one of my favorite activities, besides experiencing good story in the MSQ. So I should be able to just turn in gear at my Grand Company. Hey, that Greedo. Because that would make leveling up my company considerably easier, beyond the fact that I still have to do the Grand Company hunting walk. See, that's the stuff that I do want to advance. Nadinia. Ward House Fort Tom wishes to enter the Dusk Vigil. You are aware that the ruins are infested with wild beasts and God knows only what else, do you not? Just the other day, one of the convictors claimed to have seen a massive winged beast, not a dragon mind, but something altogether different. But far be it from me to deny this team personage the opportunity to kill himself in new and exciting ways. Oh, is this a dungeon? Oh. This is the first Heavensward dungeon. The days following the calamity, Western Kurthus was abandoned by the Knights of Ishgard, save for the Dusk Vigil, whose defenders refused to withdraw. Since then, the fortress has only fallen further into disrepair. Her garrison has long since been presumed dead. Unlike most Ishgardians, who would sooner put the tragic episode behind them, Father Weldl would have you enter the Forsaken Fortress and reclaim a priceless treasure, an ice rondelle set in the elm of a sculpture within the Vigil's chapel. Simple request, perhaps, but if experience has taught you anything, is that such tasks or anything, but... Is that you, Fate? You're in Muse's account? He forced you to do his MSQ? That doesn't seem right. I'm gonna run Dusk Vigil. Bang bang! You want to do this too, Kegrin? Anybody else wants in? Do. So we have one more spot for a healer. If anybody else wants in, otherwise I'm gonna queue us up. Good morning, Old Man Blue. Well, we'll just queue us up. Muscle memory is a bitch. I did not expect this side quest to just straight up be a dungeon, but there we go. There's zones of the map that I haven't been to yet. This place is huge. There we go. Oh, let's go get the other side of the map. Is that the Illuminati SWL symbol in the background? What? Not the bombs. Snowy ass dungeon. I should totally just have a macro to use Shirk on Kegran and at the same time turn off my tanking macro. That'd be the best use of a macro right there. Best macro ever! Oh, it automatically swapped me into the low level bar. I wonder why that is. Does the game recognize that, like, oh, I realize you can't use all of your skills in the other bar, so we'll just use this one instead. Wait, is it this way? Oh yeah, it is this way. Ooh, an Oliphant. So pretty. Look at how pretty he is. It's the prettiest Oliphant I've ever seen. Can't stand him. Should I have stood in front of the charge for the other players? I don't remember if I need that or not. I think I do. That's a little bit too much to read while you're in the middle of an instance. There's another journal over there. See you later, Tanya Raven. What's in here? Sir Ulmeric. Oh, the only one that's been mentioned guys. Surgeons. Shit. Oh, can't get him. No, there's two of them. Dunsies. Oh, that's a first. Boss, is this the significant step up that you were talking about? There's a coffer all the way at the end if you guys want to pick that up. Oh. I actually don't think I need anything from this dungeon. Most of my gear is still higher. I shouldn't have needed on the bracelet or whatever it was. Sorry, the volume is a little bit too high for some reason. Hopefully that fixes it. I like to play at loud volume. This looks like the final boss. Yep. Ophiuchus. Now he looks cool. Little griffin. Is there a chance of him dropping the mount? Because I've seen people riding around on this thing. Can't interrupt that. Oh, I gotta be careful not to break the rocks then, huh? Oh, I guess I'm supposed to just... Oh wow, that's a lot. Is the tank supposed to hide as well? Okay. In that case, leave one rock for me. And I'll be there tanking the boss. I'm out of cooldowns. And there's no more rocks. New rocks, okay. This is bad. The healer got caught. And the healer's dead. Piece of cake! Piece of cake! The healer was struggling. I'm not sure if I was taking too much damage. I felt like I wasn't taking that much damage. It was more that the heals were coming in slow, but I don't know. Bam, 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 ba, ba. Dude, I rotated all of my cooldowns at the end there. It was beautiful. I need a bio. Be right back. And I'm back. Oh, arm's length would have prevented that? I was not aware of that. Iron Wolf Saber. I'm probably going to be doing a whole video talking about that, but it's like I liked the story that happened after A Realm Reborn. I liked the story quite a bit. But some of the quests were extremely tedious in nature. The actions that you perform in the quests themselves were very tedious. But having said that, knowing what I know now, like let's say if I knew how good the story was before I engaged in that quest, I would have still done it. I know that you can use arm's length for trash pulls. That's the reason why I have it there, is just, again, some of the skills I'm still not super accustomed to popping them. There's no mistaking it at last. It is ours once more. My parents presented this sapphire to me on my wedding day as my wife and I presented it. Oh, this was an old man. Presented it to Yulmerik on his. One day they would do the same for their son. But for that disgrace of an inquisitor, suspicion of heresy, what rot, he knew what he wanted from the start. By the time I secured her release, they had interrogated her for days. She was a shadow of her former self. But the final insult, the final twisting of the knife, was when my son took command at dusk vigil and found the ice rondel to be the centerpiece of the newly commissioned sculpture of the Fury. He couldn't prove it was the selfsame one which had vanished, but oh, he knew. But no more, no more. It is back with the family where it belongs. It is admittedly hollow comfort, yet in my waning years I must accept what little can be had. I was just thinking about something. Is it worth it to swap classes when you are exploring to get the experience of exploration? Is that something that is worth your time? Alphino is eager to gather information on the heretics. Surely one of these people will have encountered heretics while out hunting. Pray, speak with as many as you can. Nah, I know of no heretics. That guy didn't know. How about you, Lucii? Looking for heretics, you say? Why don't you go and bother Pierre Kiet or someone? I have enough trouble keeping these printing fops fed and clothed as it is. There's no business of mine what folk do with themselves out there in the wilds. Are there heretics in the area? I have not the faintest idea why a heretic could pass under my very nose and I should be none the wiser. I hunt dragons, my dear fellow, the big ones. Forever I do scan the skies for signs of my prey. I care not for the miserable creatures that scurry upon the ground. Oof. Something I can help you with, my lord. Heretics. Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself, but ain't to say I haven't heard a thing or two. We'd be grateful for any information you can share with us. The gods know we've gleaned precious little from talking to the rest of these people. If it please, my lord, I'm Pierre Riquet, a soldier by trade, though not much of one, if I'm honest. It weren't for the love of stabbing folk that I took up the spear, see? No, it was by order of Sir Jantelot's father. Still, as long as they keep paying me wages, I ain't fussy about what they have me do. Not everyone's as patient as me, though. Plenty of low-born lads who get pressed into service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. And once they've got to thinking how unfair it all is, it don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. From what I hear, the simple promise of freedom tends to do it. That may explain how Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Sad to say, some mates of mine gobbled down the heretics' tripe and asked for seconds. Told me they were off to the Western Highlands to light a signal fire. That's how you let the heretics know you're serious about joining their ranks, apparently. Send up some purple smoke and the bastards come to you. Is that so? Why then, I'm of a mind to start a fire. Purple flame, purple flame. Estinien wishes to prepare a signal fire to lure in the heretics. If we are to lure our foes to our position, then we must find means of producing a signal of purple hue. As it so happens, I once heard the tale of a trapper who dropped the hide of a woolly yak onto his campfire. Aside from the terrible stench, the story also described in detail how the smoke from the smothered flames was tinged a deep violet. You are a monster hunter of some note, are you not? Oh, you have no idea. It should prove a trifling task for you to procure a number of hides. We may need to burn more than one ere the heretics notice our beacon. Master Alphino, you and I should gather wood for the fire. Aye, it will take the both of us to find enough dry fuel in this frozen wasteland. Let us meet at the Dreaming Dragon with the fruits of our labor. Oh, is this the final one? Yes! Lucii stares out over the snowdrifts, a grim expression upon her face. Want to help out, do you? Well, there's plenty that needs doing, and killing besides. I'm sure you've noticed that dragons aren't the only thing we have to contend with around here. Take the polar bears, for example. They come here looking for real easy meal, drawn by the smell of our cook fares, and then raid our stores. Think you mind thin their numbers a little? Kill 4 or so of them would suffice. You'd be compensated for your troubles, of course. Of course, milady. So I'm thinking about optimization again. I think I should put this here. Is this off the global cooldown? It is. What's the cooldown on... ...30 seconds. So I should be able to pop this. What's the increased damage? It's 390. Well, fight or flight would actually... How long does fight or flight last, even? No, let's do it manually. This is a terrible idea. I'm gonna screw myself out of this macro that I've spent so long doing for the purpose of fixing this. How many more AoEs am I going to have? Deals unexpected damage with a potency to 250 to all nearby enemies. Holy Circle. Confliteur. 800. Atonement. Can only be executed while under the effect of Sword of Oath. How do I get Sword of Oath? Requiescat. Royal Authority? No, it's not Royal Authority. Clemency? The hell is Sword of Oath? Is it a trait? Aha! Grants 3 stacks of Sword Oath after successfully completing the combo with Royal Authority. Okay, so when you have that, you can then do Atonement. 550 damage. This whole not being able to use macros bothers me so much. You guys have no idea. Because I mean, just look at it this way. I have this macro here. In order to do this proper... Wait, this is the wrong bar. In order to do this proper, I'd have to put Fast Blade here. And then every time this thing was up, do this. Every time this thing was up, do that. And then keep this combo going to get as much damage as I possibly can. Eventually, I'll have to replace Sheltron. Move it here. Because I'm going to need to put another thing in here for attacks. The macro works fine for me. That's the thing that I don't get. It is not a problem at all with the macro. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Like, this macro works great. I love it. Can't complain. Everybody else seems to complain, though. Anyhow, which one's this one? Protecting what's important. Purple flame, purple flame. Okay, first we gotta protect what's important. Because isn't that gonna be like the last thing that we need for Aether Currents in here? No, there's one more quest. I thought it was the last one. Like, look at how good this macro is. That is so good. It's fucking fantastic. But the thing is, I don't use my macro to queue abilities. Which I guess is what a lot of people do. I'll use my macros to chain together abilities that are off the global cooldown with abilities that are on the global cooldown. To set up a priority system, basically. I do think you can't double weave OGCDs with macro. By double weave, you mean having two off of the global cooldown skills? I don't really plan on doing that. You're certainly more reliable than any Loring I've ever met. They've got two eyes for dragons, even though I tell them time and time again, what if no one sees those bears? They'll be a nary a scrap to eat. But they listen? I dare say everyone around here can stand to be a little bit more like you. Well, I said you'd be compensated, and I'm true to my word. Trust you'll consider this fair remuneration for your efforts. Bacon bread. Tenacity, vitality, critical hit. Oh, yeah. I use them for combo actions, just not to cue the combo actions, if that makes sense. Ooh. You're gonna make that samurai then, Kegran? How is my level too high? I was synced. Interesting, with the level sync in Fates, I can still use Goring Blade. Oh, I just realized I don't have Tankor up from sinking. This Fate isn't messing around. Hallelujah, Lord. We've done it. Oh, you're just farming seals from Fates? Okay. You trying to level up your grand company as well? How did you get that mount? Collector's edition? Okay. It would seem collecting firewood is a new experience for Master Alpha. No. This must have been a privileged upbringing. Have you the hides we need? Well, I did kill a crap ton of them. I don't know, Daigot. It's a good question.
Ah, I should have known it would be you.
Lady Iceheart.
Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
We wish to stop Nidhogg's attack on Ishgard. I'm just gonna go straight to the point. If she sees that I'm stalling, I'm just, oh yeah, we just want to talk with you. Oh, just straight up.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion. If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest. Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me. That which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress.
It's the best looking one, Elendis.
'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elezen tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home. Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin. A war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva. While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm, Hraesvelgar, in particular so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster. In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elezen is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Hraesvelgar, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity. Though loath to perform the deed, Hraesvelgar ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound. In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted. Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard. was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery. And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
Good gods!
Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the Eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels, and the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgr instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him. Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelgr resides.
What does that mean?
Is aught amiss, my friend? I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while, and should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were. Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
I'm gonna get my blessing of light back. You flying lizard. We can fly in this area now. Too bad we already finished everything. Can my chocobo fly? Currently have a tune. Summon forth the flying mount. Try jumping to take off. I think I'll probably still have to do a quest to unlock it with... I have to do that quest first, whatever that quest is, but I haven't found it yet. But we do have... Didn't I tell you to summon it? Whee! Flying with legacy controls is kind of weird. This should enable me to explore the rest of the map. What's that noise? Oh, there's invisible walls. There's invisible walls. I don't have many mounts, guys. And then there's this ugly thing. I don't like this thing. This thing is ugly AF, dude. Ugly AF. Do 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 do. Which probably means I should. I really want to do the quest to let my dude fly, though. I'll fly again when my chocobo can fly. Let's go. How the hell is that fat thing flying? Get that shit away from me. Stands ready to lead you and your companions into Dravania. You are Ruri, yes? Pray address me as Ysali if you wish. It is passing strange, it is not that the fate should bring us together thus. Never did I think to walk alongside the Warrior of Light. But history is full of such unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way into Dravania then? The chill of the Western Highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. Journey into the Druanian Forelands. I assume it's this way.
Beyond Abalathia's spine, the great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west. Into the deepening shadows of Som-Al, where lies the ancient home of Dragonkind. To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
We now stand on the threshold of Dravania. The path to Som-Al will take us far to the west, beyond the embrace of the forest's branches. It will be a long and demanding journey. Might I suggest that we take a rest at the village up ahead and see that we are properly provisioned. There's a village here, but I thought these lands the sole domain of Dragonkind. Why would anyone choose to live in so perilous a place? The wild chocobos. Tailfeather was built by hunters who make their living capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, March the Champ, is an acquaintance of mine. Being a gregarious sort, he will no doubt welcome our arrival, and he will also possess more recent knowledge of the road we seek to travel. I trust there are no objections. Only to this ceaseless chatter. If we are to meet this acquaintance of yours, let us do it before Ishgard burns. Estinian is not messing around. He's like, I'm here to do business. Gotta pay attention to them aether currents, know what I mean? Actually, now that I think about it. Yalms to the west. There should be one close to here as well. Oh, wait. There's an actual crystal on this piece. Let's go get that. I missed an aether current? The one that is around here appears to be beyond this mountain. See, it's northwest. We came from here. Southeast. No, you're right. I did miss one. Oh, wow. It was up there. I need to remind myself to use that thing more often. The next closest one is actually northeast, so there should be another one in here. Although I should be getting on with the MSQ because... New Gridania. New Gridania. Somebody's going back to Palace of the Dead. And again, maybe not. New Gridania? That would be Quarry Mill. It was in the background of the cutscene? I didn't notice it. I tend to look at chat often, which makes me miss certain things. Southeast. I feel like I'm constantly wrestling with the camera and legacy controls. East. Hey, Nalia Danger. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. It's definitely a big improvement from Realm Reborn. But only because you experience a Realm Reborn. Oh, I'm definitely enjoying it, Rose Violet. Okay. $300 yalms to the west. That's the last one that we saw. Does every zone have the same amount of aether currents? Yep. So we can just travel to this place with chocobos into the middle of the Dravanian realm. There's chocobos networks everywhere, man. They ain't messing around. What rank is that, Kagran? Well, I'm a corporal, so I've already been through the sergeant stuff, right? Missed that first one. Do not tell me. This is your first visit to this stop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access the location in the future. Well, tan my hide and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. Oh, if it ain't the loveliest Saley. It's been too long, girl. That it has, Marsa Chomp. That it has. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to Somal. May we stay in Tailfeather a while and prepare for the next leg of our journey. Of course, stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest at all. The dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous of late. I'm not sure I understand. Do the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother us? Did you sail not explain things to you, boy? You've seen them towering column trees all about, haven't you? if you were flying above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. And as you'd expect, the local wildlife's canny enough to stay hidden beneath the leaves, which is why the dragons do their hunting elsewhere, and we can do ours in peace. I see. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Now, I know I won't stop you sailing here, but dragons ain't the only things you'll need to keep an eye out for, especially if you're set on heading west. Finally! Only rainbow shirt offending. Sweet! Upgrades! Corporal is below Sergeant? Okay, then I gotta level up some more. Marchand would like to give you fair warning about what awaits in the west. I dare say you're only wondering what could possibly be worse than dragons, eh? Well, I'll tell you, the bloody Nath. They're what you might get if you crossed an antling with a megalo crab and taught the thing how to walk on two legs. Nath. They never used to stray far from their hives out of fear of the dragons, but they've gotten a lot more aggressive of late, sending out war parties from Malms in all directions. They've been taken to harassing the Dravanians in their own lairs, if you can believe it. And they venture into the forest, which is more and more, by the way. They certainly ain't afraid to come after my lot. I can only imagine how much worse it'd be closer to the Nath's home territory. Reliable pair of feet. I see you've been making the rounds, getting to know the hunters these parts. How'd you like to help a real hunter? Overseeing 3 camps up to the east, but the lazy sods ain't sent me a report over a fortnight. I'm too bleeding busy to be playing messenger. You look right fierce enough to get the information out of him. A simple job will earn you some coin. Can't brightly say no to that. If that tickles your fancy, then you'll be able to walk to the leaders of each camp, Leonolf, Guanare, and Aimbert. Hear what they have to say and get back to me when you're done. Giant can of raid would fix him. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Fix him real good, too. It would seem that much has changed in Dravania. The Nath were not wont to cause such strife when I lived here. You lived here, in Dravania? Ah, it was in the time following the calamity. My family was dead, my home was gone, and I had fled from the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not the path of the forest then, and wandered out from under the protection of its boughs. That's when I chanced upon Raisvulgur. He had descended from his mountain lair to hunt for food. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of the majestic worm, nor the vision of the past this present visited upon me. Thankfully, Marchand found my unconscious form at the edge of the trees, and nursed me back to health, and in tail feather I remained for some time. Hence her familiarity with the locals, but I interrupted you. You were saying the Nath. These Nath were once a peaceful people. Peaceful would not be the most fitting description. They are a fiercely territorial tribe, and any who intrude upon their domain are attacked without hesitation or quarter. Outside the borders of their homeland, however, they were rarely hostile. Indeed, we were even able to trade with them on occasion. They have changed, then. What of it? We have not the time to creep through the underbrush on some roundabout route. I say we make straight for Samal and crush any unruly insect we meet underfoot. A more direct path, then. Very well. Let us first find the hollow trail west of the forest and make for the statue of the Stained One. From there, we should have a fair view of the road that leads to Samal, shall we? This is not Levmetz, which means it's another one of the quests that we gotta do for the currents. Paint me yellow and call me a chocobo. That's Millith's sightseeing log you've got there. Forgive me, I got carried away for a moment. I'm Kester Ironheart, cousin to Millith, and an explorer of sorts, like most of my expanded family. When I last spoke with Millith, she told me an adventurer with a keen case of wanderlust, an adventurer that I know now to be you. What say you lend me your log for a moment? Don't worry, I won't eat it or anything. He's gonna add locations here. Gotcha. I haven't done any of this sightseeing stuff. It's no secret that Ishgard is home to some of the most remarkable sights in our realm. Mind you, I have not seen them all myself, but I certainly know where they might be found. And now, so do you. Thanks to the notes and the rumors, I've seen fit to jot down on your sightseeing log. Yes, scores of stunning vistas are just waiting to be discovered. Your legs will not carry you to all of them, though. Should you find a particular spot out of reach, you might consider taking to the skies atop a black feathered bird. Oh, but if I were to say more, I would be robbing you of the joy of discovering these spectacular views for yourself. Godspeed, my fellow explorer, and may this moment mark the beginning of a tour of wonder. Must be level 50 or above to record Heavensward vistas. Travel to the location indicated and fulfill the necessary conditions, and you will complete the entry for that vista, earning experience points in the process. Use your wits and the notes provided by Kester to identify these stunning sights and the proper way to appreciate them, and see Ishgard as only the greatest explorers have seen her. Alright. Looking at the map, looks like we are good. So, some bad news. Speak with the hunters, and then this is my main quest, Worse Than Dragons. Okay. Wait, there's another quest to turn in here? Oh, is this for my class quest? Sweet. I can advance my class quest too. I appreciate you coming all this way, Constantine. I know it must seem a little odd. Frankly, it's been strange from the start. Who sends a missive with provisions when we've got Mughals running about who can do it faster? Not to mention the fact that bandits have been raiding the caravans to Tailfeather for weeks. If it weren't for them moving on, this latest shipment would have likely never arrived. Any road. From what I can tell, it was languishing in someone's storeroom for a while. Better late than never, though, eh? It was your friend's wish that you come all this way. Read it for yourself and you'll see. I left you a gift near the 100 Throws. Take it and become the man you were destined to be. Curious fellow, this Solkazil. Anyway, if I were you, I'd head north and find whatever it is before someone else does. My thanks, friend. I shall do just that. Let's head towards the Throws and see what we can find, Ruri. Perfect. This was perfect. How convenient. But first, I gotta exit this place. So the next one is 300 yalms to the north. Actually, that's close enough. Wait, that's not a gate, that's water. Well, we'll probably pass it as we are going through. From software revealed Elden Ring gameplay for press. I hope they don't make it public too soon. I'd rather keep the surprise. Can I jump up here? Should be able to. This is not too tall. Oh, come on. Let's do it! Things are going well enough. Been running into a bit of trouble with those giant bugs in these woods, though. I don't like either Odinving. As a matter of fact, I've reached to a point where it's like, after I see the first bit of gameplay, like I still want to see some gameplay for Elden Ring, but after I see the first gameplay video, I don't want to see anything else. You know, it's just... People reveal too much nowadays. They just reveal everything. There's very little left to the imagination when it comes to video games. Which is sad, because then you go by and you're like, well, I already know all this shit. And they're probably going to do some kind of network test, because that one I believe is going to have multiplayer and PvP and stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary here. There's just one bird that won't shut up. Haven't been able to catch a wink for all its bloody screeching. Probably gonna pick up that fate along the way if I can. The hissing cobbles. Yeah, that sounds like it'd be annoying as hell. Nalia Danger. That sounds really annoying. Wait, how do I go up there? Looks like I'll have to go through this first and then come backwards. Yeah, there might be something over there. Bandersnatch. Should be able to climb up through here, right? Yeah, buddy. Now get to that camp. Had ourselves a bit of an incident the other day. Some fiend came stomping out of the tree and gobbled up one of our fresh-caught birds. Wasn't a damn thing we could do about it. If we're gonna keep it in this area, we'll need some extra hands. You tell the chief that. Yeah, we'll go back in a bit. For now, we're gonna push onwards. Let's do our class quest, which is up there. And 170 alms to the west. Well, maybe let's get this one. Perfect. I'll nab that, go do my class quest. Hopefully nab another one on the way. Really cool that when you are close to an Aether Current, usually you're close to the map discovery thing as well, so you're doing both. Southwest is the closest one? Oh well. Still southwest. The area is big. Should be around here somewhere. think these finding quests is probably one of my least favorite things in the game. What just popped? Did you cue me for something, Kegrin? Is that a soul you found? By the Fuhrer it is, and look, a pair of gallant cuisses, but why? How do I feel like I'm being led by the nose? First the journal, now this missive? There's so much I want to ask, so much I should have asked when he was still alive. Slacker. And no, I want to focus on my MSQ as much as possible. No, I've seen one of those /say quests. Am I supposed to go back to camp to talk with him? Camp Rivers meet. Damn, he's far away as hell. We're not gonna go back there. Is he far away or is he ahead of us? What is that? Seems important. Let's go get this worse than Dragon's business then. We gotta go southwest anyway. Yeah, as someone who plays with a controller, I feel you, Nalia. The Voth. Are these the things we've been killing? No, the things we've been killing are the Nath. Unless it's a Nath tribe called the Vath. The Stained One. Here there be dragons. Welcome to Skyrim. Should we chance to meet Marcechon again, remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us to expect the Nath, I doubt I would be standing here. Amid ruins that I would tentatively describe as Ishgardian, the style, if not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. You have a scholar's eye, Master Alphinaud. The structure is, in fact, over 1,000 years old. It is a remnant of the age when our ancestors and dragonkind lived together in peace. You claim this as evidence of our harmonious past? I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics in honor of your Dravanian masters. This rubble inspires no such awe in me. Stubborn fool, how desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Pray, reason with these two. The truth of the past will be revealed. Quite, lest you forget our goal is to prevent a war which will claim the lives of Dravanians and Ishgardians alike. If we are to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Ruri's gift. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Estinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Ruri's visions confirm the truth. Very well, but bait me not. Our meeting with Rosvulgar will likely provide the catalyst Ruri's gift requires, as it did mine. Let us press on. Spy you the three great towers to the west. Ishgardians know them as Anik's Shrine. Place serves as a roost for Rysvulgar less kindred. If we are to reach the peak of Somal, then we must first beseech these dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened, the one who leads them is a friend. Of rather more concern is the disposition of the Nath. Let us survey the approach to the towers and see if the path is clear. What was it that I wanted? Oh yeah, I wanted to go to my character. So I didn't get a new helmet, did I? Well, there's the Ishgardian's Knight helm, but that's not good enough. Huh! What the fuck? It's just straight up a shirt. That's it. All right. Peasant armor. Yeah, I know about glamoring. Haven't really made a glamour set yet. I mean, I've made one with the stuff that comes from Cloud, but nothing more than that. So I could look like Cloud right now if I wanted to, but... this place looks really cool. Is this supposed to be poison? They haven't really explained what this stuff is. No, don't spoil Iron Wolf Saber. I wanted to find that out through the story. I mean, it's not a big spoiler, but I want to find that stuff out through the story. It hasn't been explained to me yet, and I would like to figure that out later. It's not part of the main story? Really? It's not explained? Seems like such a weird thing. Why wouldn't they explain that? Oh, through the Beast Tribe quests. Yeah, then I would probably not know. Yeah, I should do this fate. Oh, the one that I gotta kill is that one. Migas. Well, this is gonna suck. Good old Phoenix. Good old Phoenix never lets me down. That's my boy. I don't have clemency yet. Oh, look, another one. Was that it? Oh, there's more. What happens if the dude dies? Does it end? This one seems easier. I'm doing these mostly because I also want to get company seals. So it just goes back and forth and kills 2 of them at a time? Good morning, Sephiroth. Oh crap, it's actually really late. Really just goes back and forth and kills them 2 at a time? Dude, this is gonna take way too long. What's the name of this? El Miacid. That's a lot of fun, Sephiroth. Oh my god. This fate, though. What? Approximately 67% of their worries. You can just instantly go back to the other side. I'm probably going to stop doing fates after this one. They take up too much time right now. The hunter's about to die. It would be a shame if he was to die now. Interesting, you can't cast sprint if you can cast the other one. This poor Vat's been here just killing these guys 2 at a time. Would be cool if this would also increase like your reputation with Vath, because it would make sense. Did he run away? Carry on in my stead if you can. He left! Poor guy. And then to the other side. That was actually 300. That was not bad. The other one that I did that was considerably harder was like 200, I think. It's almost like following the MSQ takes you exactly to where some of these things are. This is I fear. The world ahead is teeming with Nat soldiers. Marchand did not exaggerate then. These beastmen have grown brazen indeed if they would threaten the dragon so openly that they intend to assault the lair itself. I pray they do not. Mighty though my Dravanian friends are, they are yet vulnerable to Gnath muskets. Excuse me. There is no route save the one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept. So Stormblood's Aether Currents are going to be a nightmare, is what you're saying? Right there. God damn it. Yesile. Take no pleasure in killing the Nath. 'Twas to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed to the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance on your back, Dragoon. My word to the Warrior of Light, I shall start no fight, only finish it. You truly are beyond salvation. Come then.
Vidofnir!
He's an ugly one.
Ah, 'tis thee, little one.
She's
From
an ugly
above
one.
I did mistake thee for a Nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight. Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Have care, dragon, or I shall gouge out one of yours.
You forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
My sires will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Hraesvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izel's request?
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed? "'Tis beyond thee, mortal, but thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
So I can't go inside and attune with that pretty crystal? Because that'd be very useful. Level 60, baby. Ah, screw her. I'm going inside. That dragon can suck my nuts. I'm attuning to this goddamn crystal. Offer Phoenix as bait. No! Yes, I've done Crystal Tower. And coils. Does this count? Oh yeah, this is a sanctuary. Okay, good. Guys, I gotta take a break for lunch. I will be back later, most likely. And we'll do some more stuff and stuffs in Final Fantasy. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. If you're new here, remember to follow so that you get notified whenever I go live again. And also remember, we do have a Discord where I always let people know when I'm starting the streams. So, thank you all very much. See you guys later.